Good morning and welcome to this third breakout session of the morning. I hope you have a great day so far. This session is about contact centers. We have a lovely customer who is here to present their case on how they transformed their contact center to a future-proof, cloud-based contact center with AI technology. Let me first start by introducing myself. My name is Antoine van Brussel. I'm a workplace practice lead within Proximus NXT. What is a workplace practice, you might ask? Well, the workplace practice is a department of around 100 experts. 100 experts who are fully dedicated to provide the best services and solutions to enterprises like you. Services and solutions to improve the way your employees can work together, to have a smart way of working, so everything related to the employee experience. Come on in, come on in. Don't forget to put your headset. The employee experience. They're also dedicated to enable enterprises to communicate, collaborate, to have a great engagement with their customers. And that's what we call the customer engagement, the customer experience. So really we have 100 experts who day in, day out are concentrated to help you have a better employee experience and a better customer experience. And at Proximus Next we are very much convinced that the two go hand in hand, right? And certainly in a contact center environment. If you want to give a great experience to your customers, your contact center agents, they need to have a great experience also. They need the right tools, they need the right equipment, they need access to the right data at the right moment, so they can offer this great experience to their customers. So what does Proximus Next do in the contact center area? Well, we help customers really in their transformation trajectory of their contact center. From the very start, we can give advice on which strategy to adopt around CX, customer experience, around EX, employee experience. We can also help you to find the right solution for your needs and the right solution to answer the needs of your customers. And then, of course, we do the whole trajectory of implementation, integration into your systems until delivery of the project. Of course, it doesn't stop there. We do also user adoption, making sure that the agents use the tools we have delivered, but also the evolutivity of the platform. A contact center never stops transforming. You always you have new technologies, you have new needs from your customers, you have new channels, new way of integration. So it's always an ongoing journey. And of course, it's different for every customer. We tailor our approach to your needs. One thing we never change. We always base ourselves on cloud contact centers. That's years ago we decided to only focus on cloud contact centers. There are many reasons for that, but I would like to highlight two main reasons. One is the speed of innovation. Of course, on a cloud platform you have directly all the latest technology, all the latest APIs, integrations, you have AI, all the new stuff that comes on AI. They are all on cloud platforms. Second part is flexibility. On a cloud contact center, you can have a contact center of 10, 15 agents, 100, hundreds, thousands of agents. It's the same cloud platform that can handle very small to very, very large projects. And you can also start small with a proof of concept and gradually grow, add agents to grow your contact center. You can also start with very basic functionality and grow more and more functionality, more channels, more AI and stuff like that. So it's really this flexibility which is key. But I promise it was a customer case, so I will not talk too long. So let me first introduce to you Stefanie Meyen. She's Customer Service Manager at OCTA+, and she will explain much better than me how they did their trajectory in moving to a future-proof contact center. Stefanie, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, I'm here. Dat gaat beter gaan.
Yes.
So, yes? No? Yes, all right. So, as I said, I'm here to be the proof of the pudding, now that the technology works. Technology really easy when it all works. Everything Antoine said is something that will be coming back into what I am telling you today. Because at OCTA Plus, we have one thing that is the most important thing for us, and that's a 5-star customer service. Everywhere you look at our website, this is something that we put forward. 5-star customer service, and not only for our customers, but also for our employees. So they come into this entire tale together, customers, employees, and how do you give your employees what they need to deliver this? Through all channels, not only phone, but also mail, WhatsApp, everything. So my role at OCTA Plus is quite simple. I'm a customer service manager, and the only thing I need to do is lead my operations. All the rest is done by them. Quite simple, most of the time, but that's also where my role comes in this project. What did I do? I led the entire implementation of Genesis together with my IT team and together with Proximus. We will talk about the partnership also a bit later. Because at OCTA Plus, we saw some things. You notice I am using cheat sheets. I need those. Why did we want to transition from an on-prem solution, because that's where we were 2 years ago, to something that is in the cloud? Well, basically the same thing everyone wants in a contact center. More flexibility, more efficiency, and most of all, reporting that shows me everything in one tool. And I don't have to look at 20 different Excel sheets or something. No, I want one dashboard that shows me everything. The most important thing for us is, most of all, taking in technologies that evolve with customer needs. If you look at your customers today and you look at them 10 years ago, there's quite some difference. And that's why Genesis is important for us too. It has to evolve with our customer needs. If a customer wants answers every day, all day from a bot, Genesis has to be able to do this for me. So, as we began evaluating our current systems and how we do things, we noticed that we had some difficulties, some challenges. I said that customer experience is very important with us, a 5-star customer service. Well, how do you give this if you don't have the right reporting, if you don't have the right, as Antoine said, tools and equipment for your agents to handle these inquiries? So we've got a lot of things, but none of them were integrated. And that's where we looked at Genesis too. For the decision-making process, we did quite some things before we started with Genesis. I looked at all our stakeholders, because for me, it was not only implementing the part for contact centers, but implementing telephony for all departments, also back office, also IT services, also marketing services. Everyone needs a telephony system, so why not look at everything at the same time? We use Genesis today only for our first line, second line contact center services and our back office services. In stakeholder management, we looked at everyone. Who needs what and how does Genesis help us to deliver what we need? That was quite some process. To tell you, we have 296 phone numbers and we have a lot of teams. Which phone number goes where, how do you handle it? That was quite some documentation to create. And that's the most important part. If you want to launch any system with any partner, that's what you need to know first. How is my business today running and what is going where? So that's what we did first. And we noticed quite quickly the heart of our operations are still voice calls. 20,000 calls a month, that's quite a lot. Which means that when we do the change, we have to make sure that call handling, there are no disruptions. When we go live with Genesis, I don't want any disruption. And I was quite clear at the beginning, but I would never been able to do this without this yellow man in between. Tommy, he's here today too, in the front row. That's the most important part, or he has been one of the key figures in our transition, because he helped us with, okay, Genesis, my knowledge, I know what I'm doing here, and I know I can help you and advise you in what you need. But also, he doesn't only think IT, he thinks operations. That's what you need as a small business. I am not working all day, every day in IT or in telephony, so I needed someone to guide me, to advise me. It started with our pre-sales, where Genesis and Proximus, Gerry and Tim came to us. But this little yellow man, he did everything. I just had to say, this is what I want. We noticed after the go live that what we were searching for, an improved efficiency, more flexibility, more scalability, is also the case. Our agents are able to handle or to pick up calls almost 4 seconds quicker than before. 20,000 calls a month, 4 seconds, you do the math. Efficiency, I think that's proven. After calls, we're not stopping there. Omnichannel is becoming more and more important. Where 5 years ago voice was still the main channel, we see that there is a shift to mail and even WhatsApp, Messenger, and all these things. So what did we implement next? Logically, first things first, WhatsApp. No, not mail. Why not? Because we work with a CRM system that is on-prem. So we are not working in the cloud for a CRM system, which complicates things. But even there, if you've got a good partner, like Proximus, you will get to know things to implement your CRM system, which is turning on-prem into the cloud with APIs and other things. This takes a lot of work from our IT, but if you know what you are doing and what you need, you'll get there quite easily. We didn't only add WhatsApp. We are looking for how to make life easier for our customers. AI, hot topic, and you can't think about anything else at the moment because everywhere you go, even here in the hall, everyone is speaking about AI. So I think Orion is also somewhere here in the room. They're there. Orion is another trusted partner of OCTA+. We are very careful with our partners. We choose Belgian partners, and we choose most of all partners that we can work with, who will add value to our company. How did Orion do this? Orion, go visit them here in the hall. They will tell you much more about it. For us, they are handling our web forms. So we have web forms online on our site, on our customer zone. They are handling them. A customer asks a question, they pop up the answer. Efficiency, let your agents do what they're meant to do, the important work, and not the silly questions as, can you send me a duplicate of my invoice? I think there are more important things in domestic fuel and energy that we can talk about with customers. So that's our next thing, Orion. But Orion can be implemented in Genesis. Today at OCTA+, that's not the case, which annoys me. Because again, efficiency, I need to handle this in 2 separate systems. No, that needs to end. So that's where we're looking for an implementation of our CRM system into Genesis with Orion, everything integrated. That's the main message today. So I talked a lot about a partnership. Well, this partnership has been very important to us. As I said, they were advisors, they were there for us. Tommy has did a great job as an engineer with helping us put everything together and launching everything. If you can launch everything at OCTA+, which means telephony lines for electricity and gas, telephony lines for domestic fuels, and telephony lines for our other company, Modalisi, in 6 weeks, without any disruptions, I think you can say as an engineer that you did a great job. That's what's, for us, the most important thing, mostly in domestic fuel. A lost customer in domestic fuel is a lost customer forever. They will not come back. It's a dying business. They will go to your competition and they will not come back. So that's why this was for us very important. And that's also why we chose Proximus. We know they are stable. In the conversations we had with pre-sales, with the engineers, we noticed, okay, this is a match, this works. They share the same values. They know that it's important for us to not lose calls. So we implemented with a strong partner. Do we have lessons learned? Of course we have lessons learned. It's not only roze geur en maneschijn, moonshine en rose odor. We have some work on communication and project management. But that's the nice thing about being partners, you can learn from each other. And we learned, and we managed, and we changed, and we will keep on changing in the future. So, for me, in reflecting, if I look back on this journey, which has taken a lot of time from me personally, a lot of energy, I noticed some key points where we need to be able to look at them and take them with you to other projects. Because this will be the case in any project you do within technology. The first thing is, be sure you have your documentation ready before you start looking at other vendors. Be sure that you know what are my needs today, but also what are my needs in 10 or 15 years. And that's a long way to think, 10 or 15 years, but that's what you need today. If you have this documentation, you already have done the major of the work. The next thing you do is, go look and see other vendors. I saw 20 vendors for contact center software and telephony. 20 vendors I spoke with, did demos with, consumes a lot of time, and Genesys is still today the trusted partner and the preferred partner. If you have everything clearly documented and you saw all your vendors, be sure you talk with your other departments internally. Everyone needs to be on the same boat and needs to talk the same language. If you have someone who's saying, no, I don't believe in Genesys, stop. If someone doesn't believe in the product you want to launch, most of it, if it's a big project, you will not get there. I'm going to check my cheat sheet, if I left something out. Yeah. Genesys is an off-the-shelf solution. For a small business like ours, yes, we have 20,000 calls, and yes, we have multiple entities, so a complexity, but we're still a small business. I don't have an IT team of 20 people behind me. I think we're 6 at the moment. Choose an off-the-shelf solution that minimizes development, but has everything you need. So, for us, the cloud was a challenge. We thought we launched Genesys, and the challenge was, how can we evolve this further? Because this went so smooth that I want to check, with all the complexities of a CRM that turns on-prem, how can we evolve more? And then we get back to the projects that are foreseen for the future.
Proximus next. Think possible.